Hello everyone, welcome back to Fenrigalion Gamer. Today we're diving into a game that has taken the gaming world by storm since its unveiling at the Game Awards 2024, The Witcher 4. CD Projekt Red surprised us all with a cinematic trailer using the in-game engine powered by Unreal Engine 5. After Geralt's epic journey ended in The Witcher 3, many wondered if we would return to the world of monsters, magic, and fate. Well, here we are. The Witcher 4 promises to not only bring us back, but to redefine everything we know about this legendary universe. But before we get into the details, I realize that most of you have already watched and passed by, but subscribing and liking is free. Come on, let's be generous, subscribe to the channel, and like the video so we can grow together. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the trailer. Unlike the typical CGI cinematics we've seen in previous games, this time, everything is built using Unreal Engine 5, giving us a real glimpse of the game's actual in-engine capabilities. The level of detail in the character models, the lighting, and the atmospheric effects is nothing short of breathtaking. This shift in technology not only sets the tone for a new era of Witcher games, but also raises the bar for storytelling and immersion in open-world RPGs. Seeing this trailer felt like witnessing the evolution of the series in real time. And it makes me wonder just how far CD Projekt Red can push the boundaries of game design. Now, let's address the elephant. Or should I say, the Witcher in the room. Ciri. Yes, Ciri appears to be the protagonist of The Witcher 4, and she's no longer just a sword or a skilled swordswoman. She's now a fully fledged Witcher, complete with glowing vertical pupils and potion-enhanced combat abilities. Longtime fans of the series will know that the Trial of the Grasses, the process that turns humans into Witchers, has always been fatal for women. So, how did Ciri pass the trial? The answer lies in her unique heritage as the bearer of Elder Blood, a lineage that grants her immense magical potential and unparalleled resilience. This revelation not only deepens her character arc, but also opens up fascinating new possibilities for the Witcher lore. The trailer reveals an intense scene where Ciri battles a grotesque monster to rescue a woman about to be sacrificed. The combat choreography is fluid and dynamic, showcasing Ciri's agility and mastery of Witcher techniques. However, what really caught my attention was the subtle integration of her magical abilities into her combat style. In one moment, she summons elemental energy to amplify her attacks, suggesting that her powers as a sorceress haven't diminished despite undergoing the Witcher mutations. This blend of magic and Witcher skills could set the stage for some truly innovative gameplay mechanics, making Ciri a unique and powerful protagonist. Another fascinating detail in the trailer is the introduction of the School of the Lynx. For those unfamiliar, this school is not part of Andrzej Sapkowski's original books or the previous Witcher games. It's actually a fan-created concept that has gained popularity in the Witcher community. If CD Projekt Red is indeed canonizing the Lynx School, it shows their willingness to embrace fan contributions while expanding the lore of the series. The Lynx School seems to have its own distinct philosophy and fighting style, which could provide a fresh perspective on the Witcher world. I'm excited to see how this new school fits into the broader narrative. One question that remains unanswered is whether Ciri will be the sole playable character or if players will have the option to create their own custom Witcher. Customization has been a growing trend in RPGs, and introducing player-designed characters could add a whole new layer of personalization to the series. On the other hand, focusing solely on Ciri would allow for a more tightly woven narrative, building on the emotional depth and complexity of her character. Either way, it's clear that CD Projekt Red is taking bold steps to evolve the series. The visual aesthetic of the trailer is another aspect worth praising. The gritty, atmospheric world of The Witcher is alive and well in this new iteration. From the dimly lit forests to the intricately detailed NPCs, every frame exudes the dark fantasy tone that fans have come to love. The NPC designs in particular stood out to me. The father, desperate to sacrifice his daughter, the terrified villagers, it all feels distinctly Witcher-esque, yet fresh and modern. The use of Unreal Engine 5 allows for an unprecedented level of detail, making the world feel more immersive than ever before. Speaking of NPCs, let's not forget the importance of the lore masters working behind the scenes. These are the experts tasked with ensuring that every aspect of the game aligns with Sapkowski's vision and the established Witcher universe. Their influence is evident in the trailer, which balances faithful adherence to the source material with bold, creative innovations. Knowing that CD Projekt Red has a dedicated team of lore specialists gives me confidence that The Witcher 4 will respect the legacy of the franchise while exploring new storytelling avenues. The apparent time skip in the trailer is one of the most intriguing aspects of The Witcher 4's reveal. Ciri, now older and more mature, presents a clear indication that the game is set years after the events of The Witcher 3. This time jump raises countless questions about the state of the world and the fate of familiar characters. What has become of Geralt, who chose to retire from his adventures? Is he still alive, or has he truly left the monster hunting life behind for good? What about Yennefer and Triss, two central figures in both Geralt's life and the broader Witcher narrative? Have their destinies shifted during the years we've been absent from this world? The potential for new alliances, rivalries, and political dynamics is immense, and this time gap could serve as a perfect narrative device to introduce both fresh challenges and unresolved storylines from the past. The visual and technical enhancements brought by Unreal Engine 5 promise to elevate The Witcher 4's open world to unparalleled levels of immersion. Imagine a world where the forests are alive with the subtle movement of wind through trees, where the shifting light of a setting sun casts dynamic shadows across ruined castles and misty swamps. This engine could allow for a level of realism that makes the world feel alive in ways we've only dreamed of before. Beyond just visuals, the AI capabilities of Unreal Engine 5 might revolutionize NPC behavior. Imagine encountering villagers who react to events in real time, monsters that adapt their combat strategies based on your tactics, in a world where every choice you make reverberates through the lives of those around you. The potential for this kind of systemic depth could redefine what we expect from an open-world RPG. The role of player choice has always been a cornerstone of the Witcher series, and fans are eagerly anticipating how this will evolve in the fourth installment. In The Witcher 3, decisions often carried weighty moral consequences that could ripple across the game world, whether it was choosing the fate of a village or navigating the political intrigue of warring kingdoms. Every choice felt meaningful. Will The Witcher 4 take this to the next level? Could we see a game where not just the story, but the very fabric of the world changes based on our actions? For instance, siding with or against the Lynx School might determine the allies and enemies you face later in the game. The thought of a world that feels dynamic and responsive to our decisions makes the wait for more details almost unbearable. Another point of speculation is how combat will be expanded and refined. Ciri's unique abilities as both a Witcher and a Source could bring a whole new layer of complexity to the gameplay. Her mastery of the Elder Blood grants her powers far beyond those of a typical Witcher, and the trailer hints at her ability to manipulate elemental forces. Will this mean players can experiment with entirely new combat styles? Imagine seamlessly switching between traditional Witcher swordplay and devastating magical attacks, allowing for strategies that adapt to different enemies and situations. And what about new monsters? The Witcher series has always excelled in its creature design, drawing inspiration from folklore and mythology to create some of the most memorable foes in gaming. With a new school and new challenges, The Witcher 4 could introduce an array of fresh, fearsome creatures to test our skills. The inclusion of the Lynx School also raises fascinating questions about the direction of the story. This school, as mentioned earlier, doesn't originate from the books or the previous games, but rather from fan theories and community lore. By incorporating this concept, CD Projekt Red is acknowledging the passionate Witcher fanbase and blurring the lines between canon and fan contributions. This could also open the door for other fan-created ideas to make their way into the game. It's a testament to how much the Witcher universe has grown beyond its original source material, evolving into a living, breathing entity that fans actively shape and expand. This decision could also influence the game's themes, exploring how tradition and innovation collide in a world that's constantly changing. One aspect of The Witcher 4 that excites me personally is how it will balance familiarity with innovation. The Witcher 3 was a groundbreaking game that set new standards for storytelling, world building, and player agency. But as amazing as it was, fans expect The Witcher 4 to take bold new steps forward. This means embracing new gameplay mechanics, exploring uncharted territories of the Witcher universe, and introducing storylines that challenge our understanding of the world. At the same time, the game must retain the core elements that made the series so beloved: the rich lore, morally complex choices, and the sense of wonder that comes from exploring a beautifully crafted world. If CD Projekt Red can strike this balance, The Witcher 4 could be not just a worthy successor, but a game that redefines the genre. In conclusion, The Witcher 4 is shaping up to be a truly transformative experience, both for fans of the series and for the RPG genre as a whole. From the groundbreaking visuals and innovative gameplay to the intriguing narrative possibilities, everything about this game suggests that it will be something special. But of course, there's still so much we don't know, and that's part of the excitement. Theories will continue to swirl, trailers will be dissected, and fans will eagerly await every new detail. As for me, I'll be here, sharing updates, breaking down trailers, and speculating about what's to come. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. See you in the next video.